ladies and gentlemen, to the world's most watched professional wrestling news program. Welcome to the Pro Wrestling Report. Damian Nelson sitting here alongside the man they call Meathead, returning after a 2-week hiatus after our big WrestleMania review show.
Like you noticed on the message board, we just had stuff to do, brother. We had places to be, girls to touch.
I choose the things I did. The judge chose for him. Thank you. I'm glad our legal department was able to get all that bail stuff situated.
That's all right, because you know what? Rock stars, WWE stars, sometimes we got things to do and places to trash.
And speaking of all those things, let's go into our top story, ladies and gentlemen, for this April 27, 2007. WWE superstar sent home from the tour of the United Kingdom due to unprofessional conduct. His name is Randy Orton. Randy Orton in trouble because he allegedly trashed a hotel room over across the pond where we have a lot of viewers. And $50,000 worth of damage is the report that we have gotten that he did to that hotel room. He must have some pent-up rage in there. Meathead, this is not the first time we've had problems.
Maybe that's why Audio Slave broke up, because he's got rage inside his room.
This is not the first time we've heard of problems with Randy Orton. After WrestleMania 22, Randy Orton was suspended for 30 days, I believe it was, due to unprofessional conduct. Also, in the drug controversy of a few months ago, Randy Orton, one of the people named. You know what I thought of with that? Remember how Edge and Orton were sex and violence? What goes with that?
Lita?
Drugs, sex, and violence.
Sex, drugs, and
rock
and roll.
In whatever order you
sure.
so choose. You
got to have the rock and roll in there, too. Where's Lita?
Still set for the main event at Backlash this Sunday is Randy Orton. As you saw, advertised for this past Monday's Raw was an Orton-Edge match. It did not happen.
It was only advertised once.
However, that match at Backlash, Orton's still a part of it and will be in the title hunt. Meathead, this is a long-term problem based on reports we've gotten with Randy Orton. What action, if any, should WWE take with this, one of their biggest superstars?
The action that they are taking. Pulling him off, Scott Halling him, if you will.
Hey, you got another drink?
Scott Halling him, if you will, and taking Randy Orton and pulling him back a little bit. Now, obviously, the fans do want to see Randy Orton, and that really throws a quagmire, if you will, into the match this Sunday.
Giggity.
Thank you. Throws a Glenn Quagmire into the match this Sunday at Backlash. It was going to be a four-way. Now, if Randy Orton, if Randy Orton doesn't participate in this four-way match, that leaves three competitors, one of who is supposed to be going to get surgery and really wasn't going to perform all that well anyways in the match. It was going to be hidden by the other three, just like he's done over the last handful of months. And that man is Edge, by the way. So that just means basically that you have a HBK John Cena match again.
We'll talk more about that when we get into WWE news and talk about the Raw that was this past Monday night. But the actions are seemingly not over against Randy Orton for his latest behavioral mishap. One thing that's being speculated, though, Meathead, is WWE not releasing Randy Orton. Many say because of the fear that he would show up in TNA.
Who's to say that his contract doesn't have a no-compete clause?
Well, I would assume that if a person is released for cause, which means something that they did, that WWE has the option to bail out of their contract, I would assume that they have the opportunity to go wrestle for another organization. They can't Brock Lesnar Randy Orton.
So they're trying to Randy Moss him, or they're trying to Keyshawn Johnson him, or they're trying to Terrell Owens him.
Could be.
Basically, put him on a bench and let him rot.
Will we see Randy Orton?
Trying to Chris Jericho him.
Will we see Randy Orton in a prominent role after Backlash? Yes or no?
Both.
Meaning?
He will disappear for a while, come back, and be back in a prominent role.
Okay. He'll take what's his, you say. That's our top story, ladies and gentlemen.